Thank you for joining us today. Today is exciting. We get to present our second edition of our Piper diecast model. This is a limited edition model that Sporty's does with Gemini Jets. And for the first time ever, we're on location in New Jersey with Joe Constanza. This is the owner of this 1941, this beautiful Cub. And first of all, Joe, thank you so much for allowing us to do this.
Are you kidding me? Thank you so much.
And this is the very first edition of this model. We're the only ones that have this. The others have not been shipped out yet. So Joe, here you go. Here is your airplane as a model.
This is incredible. Really, really awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, one thing I want you guys to notice, that I will point this out. This plane does have wheel pants. The mold for the model did not. Joe, if you could just give us a little story real quick on those.
So when I got the airplane, there was a couple things that I wanted to do to it to change it. It was the valve covers. They had silver Millennium valve covers, which is a new thing, and I wanted to be as original as possible. So I got the black valve covers, and I've always been a fan of the wheel pants, so I had those custom made. They were a factory option, but not many people had them. So I had those fabbed up and put on. It finishes off the look, and it keeps the water and the mud off the wings, but not many Cubs have them. So.
All right, well there you guys have it. This is the second edition of the Sporty's diecast model Piper Cub series. And here we're with the proud owner, Joe, here, and we hope you guys enjoy this model as much as we do. Joe, I have a couple questions here I want to ask you.
Sure.
First one, what got you into aviation?
I think like most little kids, you're walking around, airplane flies overhead, you stop whatever you're doing, just look up at the sky, and just, that's from then on, you pretty much catch the aviation bug, and that's pretty much how it started for me.
And also, how long would you say you've been flying?
So my birthday is in a couple weeks. I'll be 43, and I got my license in 1995. So I've been flying for quite a while, I guess you could say, yeah.
Okay. Is there a time in your pilot training that you remember that was probably the most challenging?
I think knowing that I wanted to become a professional pilot and just started working on my instrument, I knew that I needed my instrument. My commercial, multi-engine ATP, it just seemed like such a long road ahead of me, but it actually came quicker than I thought. And there wasn't so much that one single thing was a challenge, but I think just thinking about it, the light at the end of the tunnel just seemed like it was so far away. So I think that was a bit of a challenge at the time.
Now, I'm sure we're going to have several student pilots watching this. If there's anything that you could advise them on their journey on becoming a commercial pilot, or anything like that, is there any words of advice that you could provide?
Yeah, I would say just slow down. I think when you first start flying airplanes, you want to fly something that's faster, more complex, more avionics. You want to fly in the flight levels, and you don't get to enjoy the general aviation stuff like this. And one day when you get to the big jet, you'll look back and realize that the most fun you ever had flying was probably general aviation. I fly an Airbus for work, and every time I take off and I see the small little 172s and the Piper Cubs flying around, I always think to myself, I'd rather be flying that than flying the Airbus, which is kind of ironic because when I was younger, it was the complete opposite, but these airplanes are way more fun. So, be serious about your career and progressing your career, but slow down, take the time to enjoy the actual experience of learning how to fly in these small airplanes.
All right, so you mentioned the Airbus. If you can give me the one thing that you enjoy the most about the Airbus, and then one thing you enjoy probably the most about the Cub.
Yeah, so the single greatest thing about the Airbus is the tray table. There's a side stick, and the tray table folds out, so you could put your sandwich there or read a book when you're on the ground, obviously. So that's probably the best part about the Airbus. And the best part about the Cub is that there is nothing really to do in the Cub except for fly it. No electrical system, obviously no autopilot, no radio. So it's just, stick, rudder, using your feet, using your eyes. It's just a real airplane, I guess you could say.
There you go. Well, it beats the Airbus, I think.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Now, we know you have the Cub here. Is there one airplane that if you had your wish that you could own, what would it be?
It would be a Corsair, hands down. I know everyone's favorite airplane is the Mustang, which is a great airplane, but if I won the Mega Millions this week, I'm going to go out and buy myself a Corsair. So.
All right. Well, there you have it. There's a couple quick questions with Joe. hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, hopefully you guys like this diecast model. It's a limited edition. You can get it at right-bros.com or sporties.com. Thank you for joining us and have a nice day.